I want to learn more about your organization, Bill. Ciencia y Tus Manos. Tell me about it.
So Ciencia Tus Manos is a nonprofit organization. I started this a couple of years ago. 2020, it was initially where we actually became a nonprofit. What we do is science communication. We communicate science in an easy language that's targeted to our Hispanics, so it's all in Spanish. So all we do is we communicate science, interesting topics. We create professional development talks, and we create opportunities for students to join us. So it's a combination of things because when you look at our audience, right, we have young professionals, we have professionals that are actually more advanced in their careers, but we also have just general public that's interested in science, that they like to understand the why and the how of things. And we just explain those and through social media. And we also visit schools and we do science fair with students. We're basically taking care of the communities in STEM, basically doing what they basically just kind of moving along with them through their careers, communicating science in an easy language, making it interesting for them. And we do it in Spanish because people need to relate, right? And there's a lot of students as they come in that they don't necessarily manage English as well, and we don't want that to become a barrier for them early on. So we bring the science in Spanish, and we actually encourage them the need to actually learn English to develop a career in science. But we don't create that barrier early on. So that's what we do, and that's what we stand for.
So you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. You have the social media. You have some programming that is there, and then your audience is also somewhat diverse. You have students. I'm assuming these are they undergraduates or
The audience is undergrads, grad students. We have med students. We have residents. It's basically everyone that's somehow interested in the STEM field.
who is your target? If you have to pick one.
Exactly. So if I have to pick one, the target is students. The target is students that are interested in science, and those students. The thing is that our content varies, right? So we will have content that is targeted towards high schoolers, but we have content that is targeted toward undergrads. And so if you're interested in science, no or STEM fields, engineering, maths, and whatever, and you are somewhere in your training, right? No matter what stage, you will find content and programs in our organization.
I see. And it's all online.
It's all online.
Video format.
It's video format, Zoom, and all different platforms we use. And yeah, that's mainly how we operate for sure.
I see. And then Spanish and English, right?
Yeah, exactly. We combine for example, we're doing mock interviews programs, and when we do mock interview programs, we had students that were actually applying for med school, applying for grad school, but we have a couple of students that were applying for residency. So we have that varies for sure. And then the other thing is that so that's our main target because we want to help them develop. We have this bridge that just do science communication of interesting topics, and that's just basically for everyone that wants to read interesting things in sort of the
broader public.
Exactly, more for the public.
Yeah.
And those things are also interesting. And recently, we're highlighting a lot of students because we are creating what we call Brilla Boricua, which is like people that are from Puerto Rico, students mainly, that are doing great things, meaning that they have entered into a really competitive program or that. So we're highlighting those stories.
Man, I wish I could talk to you all day long.
Well, that's
We don't have all that time in the world. I want to talk about where your organization fits in the current ecosystem here in Puerto Rico, San Juan specifically, I guess, around science engagement. How do you fit into that picture, in the ecosystem? Who are you collaborating with? Who do you want to collaborate with?
Totally. So we collaborate a lot with Ciencia Puerto Rico, which is I think the primary nonprofit organization for science in Puerto Rico. We collaborate a lot with them. I've participated with a lot of programs with them, and actually my organization was in many ways inspired by them, right? And so I collaborate a lot with them. I think we fit very well because the way we do science communication is very unique, and the way we communicate, the way we create content, it fits very well because I think people relate to us, right? and that's how been very helpful for us. And also we have a lot of people that kind of come like the faces of the organization because they are always there, and they are very relatable because they are just people like the so you just look like the audience. You could have been the audience 5 years ago, right? And now you're trying to be that inspiration, and I think that's it becomes highly relevant for us, and it helps us engage pretty well with students. Like we get emails from students and inbox from students all the time, and they ask for us to, like, I have this question, I want to do this, how do I approach this, and we connect them with people, and we move that forward. And I think that's how we fit. We collaborate with other institutions too that do stuff for students. Like recently, we kind of amplify a lot of different programs for a lot of different people in the outlet. Like for example, there's one from the Puerto Rico Trust that is targeted students like very early in their careers, like not even careers, just very early at their lives. And they create programs for them and all that. We amplify those things, and we try to collaborate as much as possible. So in Puerto Rico, I think there's an infrastructure of science communication that is growing. I see ourselves as one of the main ones regarding creating engaging content, right? So online, exactly, online, which is something that also fits pretty well because we take really good care of the online things and the science and the social media and all that. Ciencia Puerto Rico actually is a really great organization that takes also the online aspect, but they are actually out there at the communities too. And they have people that go to the community, they have programs that are actually in person that people, so I think it just fits pretty well, right? I think we complement very well.
So less competition, more cooperation.
Collaboration. Yeah, I've never seen I never seen Saints and Tus Manos as a way to compete or to gain an audience over other. No, I think there's a lot of people out there. One, and there's so many needs that people need to fill in.
Catch the full conversation on the Questions of the Day program on CivicSciTV.